Of the breaking news and reports, we thought it would be appropriate in the Harbaugh Watch 2K23. Evan Jenkins has been going down the rabbit hole and deep diving and researching, and Evan is going to present to the room and to you, the masses, a collection of theories that you either buy or sell. Now, the sell, you will consider it a conspiracy theory. The buy, you will consider it a useful, insightful factoid. Is everybody ready to play the game? We're going to go one at a time, and then we can poll the audience. Rico, are you prepared?
That's right.
Bronco Nation.
All right. Well, some of these are a little bit crazier than others, but I wanted to throw them out there and see what stuck, right?
Don't poison the jury. They're not crazy until we say they are.
All right. Jim Harbaugh
This is number one.
is so upset that John Elway has all the lore at Stanford that he's going to go to the Broncos and try to take away some of it there.
I'm selling. I have never heard of such a rift. I don't even know if Harbaugh remembers that he coached at Stanford. I'm going to sell that as pure conspiracy babble.
Yeah, I'm selling it as well.
Okay. Kenny Cott.
Yeah, I'm going to sell that.
Okay.
Well, I think we can deem that one ridiculous pretty quickly.
I am. David.
No, I think I'm going to sell
Don't
that.
be
I'm gonna
provocative.
Sell that.
The first few come straight from the Harbaugh spite store, in my opinion. And one of those is that he is still so mad about the 2020 Citrus Bowl and Jerry Jeudy having 6 catches for 206 yards. He's just going to team up with them in Denver.
No, okay, sell. Okay, now we're approaching Roberto level of dumb. No, sell. That's ridiculous.
I'm selling that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sell.
All right.
Get to one of the good ones.
I love
Okay.
how far-fetched that is. That's good.
Broncos interim coach Jerry Rosberg. Are you guys familiar with him?
That's the timekeeper that took over for Nathaniel Hackett.
Very much so. David, play a little audio of Mr. Rosberg talking about the Harbaugh family. Does that sound like a man who feels he may have a job?
I buy. The NFL is all about relationships. And when we mock, who the hell wants to work with this nutbag?
Ton of nepotism. Yeah.
And guess who else just got let go?
Who?
A guy that's got a relationship to Harbaugh, Scott Turner, who was the OC in Washington. I buy Evan's connection
Yeah, your
here.
first two were swings and misses.
We were just having fun with the first two.
This one?
This is a solid line drive up the middle for a single.
Wanted to set the stage.
Yeah,
like
this screams conspiracy. I love this one. This one might be my favorite so far.
And the guy's angling for a gig because he's not getting the gig.
This one I definitely believe because of the relationship, and they have a new owner who doesn't really know NFL circles, so he's going to ask around. Rosberg will tell him.
Okay, I'm buying that one. I like that. Okay.
All right.
Next.
Now, I'm going to dig a little bit deeper down the Stanford Broncos hole, right?
Okay.
Greg Penner and his wife are both Stanford grads.
They are part of the Walton Penner ownership group for people.
One of the people that is helping lead the Broncos search is a former professor at Stanford and also was a honorary captain for the University of Michigan in 2019. And that is one Condoleezza Rice. Does she maybe,
I'm buying.
like Mr. Harbaugh, coach?
Do you know something, David?
There another connection, another person that's going to be spoken to about the Jim Harbaugh. I buy it.
She was a team captain in 19?
Yep, they became friends when she was teaching at Stanford, and Jim was the head coach there.
Now, hold on. There's two ways to go with this. I could buy it, or I could say that she took pity on him, and because she's a friend, she got him the interview. Oh, no.
The Condoleezza conspiracy.
Yeah,
Sign me up for that one.
I'm gonna sell this one. I gotta sell this one. I think
I'm gonna buy. I mean,
Oh,
no, because everybody keeps saying she knows all of this stuff. She was on the college football playoff committee. Like, she's everywhere.
Does she know where Ward is?
She probably would say more than Ward would. So
You're buying.
I'm buying.
You've bought 2 in a row. All right,
well,
Evan.
the bar
continue.
was low.
But well, that's why I started off low. You don't taper off. You start low and then end high.
I
Okay.
Okay.
had stronger water than those first.
So
two.
this one might be my favorite out of all of them, and it may have been staring us right in the face after their loss to TCU.
Okay.
Anybody that has a computer handy, do me a favor. Go search Jim Harbaugh post-game press conferences. You'll notice one thing in common in every last press conference.
Incomplete sentences.
Nope.
Trailing thoughts.
It is his hat. He is wearing his Michigan hat, the hat, the
I
M
know
on the
the
front.
skinny block M.
Yep. In every last one.
Okay.
Except for the game against TCU. Go back and look at the Georgia loss. He's wearing that hat front and center. Go look at any loss. He's wearing that hat front and center. Maybe a bunch to do about nothing. But why all of a sudden did he choose not to wear that hat
you know what?
in that situation?
He didn't have a suit for the press conference. He had to borrow somebody's suit for the Fiesta Bowl game. That's interesting.
Why?
And
But
you
I'm
know,
just saying.
Here's the funny thing. I thought Evan was full of it. So last night before Evan goes through and he shows me photos, and I said, "Wow, Evan, if this is true, you, my friend, you get your own page on Reddit."
It just you're hard pressed to find anything with Jim Harbaugh involved with the University of
So you
Michigan.
think he just threw the hat? F it, I'm out of here.
I do think it was strategic. Yes.
I think this is nothing. He just lost on a national stage. He just didn't want to have hat hair on national TV. Don't
He's
worry
not
about
wearing
it.
a hat though.
Always wears
You don't see
that
a
hat.
hat hair with a hat on.
He always wears that hat.
Rico is buying. Kenny
I don't
is-
know if I'm buying, but his wardrobe is the same. It's the sweatshirt, it's the hat, and it's the khakis. He does not deviate.
This one is tough because the man's a robot. He does
Right.
the same thing over and over again. For him to say, "Oh, I forgot the hat," or "I
He
just
wears
didn't put it
the
on,"
hat at Big Ten Media Day.
I can't believe it.
He wears that hat everywhere.
Everywhere.
I might buy it.
I think it's fun, but I have to sell this. I can't believe that this is a tell of this is my final game.
But maybe, Mike, that's why it's called a tell. It's very subtle.
No, not maybe. It's just a hat. Everybody relax. It's just a hat.
It's just a hat until it isn't just a hat.
Right.
Go look. I mean,
No, I get what you.
I think it's
he
more
wears-
of a coincidence than it's not.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden, like after Georgia, he was on that national stage.
Here's
He
the
wore
thing.
that hat proudly.
Evan, I'm going to sell it, but I'm going to set it aside because I may buy it later. Okay? That's a head scratcher right there.
No, you have to choose now. Buy or sell.
Please.
No, he could put it on layaway.
Yeah,
He put a few
layaway.
bucks on it.
Lay away.
And if he doesn't like
You know
it, he
what?
lost those few bucks.
How about this? Add to cart. Boom.
Oh, it's sitting there in the cart. It might be gone. Maybe he's going to be too late to act on it.
Next.
It's in the cart.
And then the final one I have, Mike, you're going to be.
Well,
you're-
I have one I was
You're
going
gonna,
to
but let me just say this one because I think Rico will enjoy it. You know, this year what was missing from a Michigan football team, actually the last couple years, was a Glasgow, and he misses those boys so
Okay,
much.
all right, we're done.
He's going back to Denver to get them back on the board.
Do you want my conspiracy since I'm not dignifying that?
You know what?
I mean, dude, those
Evan,
Glasgows were there for like 10 years.
Evan,
I felt.
I'll give you points for that one.
Here's my
You went to
conspiracy.
the bottom of the ocean.
Buy or sell. My conspiracy is every single one of these reports are coming from his side and his agent. He is so desperate to get to the league that look at the reports. He had a conversation with David Tepper, yet you left out the details. You were desperately calling to get him that convo, and then the Panthers depantsed you publicly. He would take any NFL job if it's offered. They haven't been offered. He has an interview with the Broncos. He will take the job if Sean Payton passes. These are all things that if I were his agent, I'd be doing. I don't think any of this is coming from the league. That's my conspiracy. Buy or sell. Thank you, Jim.
But would teams actually come out and say what they want?
Leaks are leaks. I'm saying this is all his side. He's got representation for the first time. He's desperate.
No.
Look at the way.
You know what? You just sold me on that. He went out and got representation.
I agree
I think he realized I did this all wrong last year.
Sad burger.
I need somebody. I need a buffer so they don't see how weird I am until I actually show up.
And weren't the reports last year that's kind of the same? If offered, he's going.
Yeah. I just feel like, even look at the Fowler report. Harbaugh would take the Colts job over Denver. One problem, neither's been offered to you. Like Evan would take a Ferrari over a Lambo. One problem, he doesn't have either of them in front of him.
Damn, that would have been nice.
I'm just making I'm making a point. Look at how these reports are worded. They are from Harbaugh incels.
I would guess the Denver and him is a mutual deal, but I don't think it happened without the Carolina story being planted.
Kenny, do you buy or sell my conspiracy theory?
I think I want to double back and buy the hat theory because now you combine that with he's creating his own hype. Buy.
No, it's in my cart.
I took it out of your cart. I took the last one in stock. There's none left.
No, because it was sitting in his cart.
Please.
You didn't have a chance.
Right.
There's 5 minutes there.
Go talk about more people disrespecting Georgia, calling them a 6-16.
5 and 7, I even heard.
David, do you buy or sell?
Oh, man. I really don't want to buy it, but I think I have to buy it because of the agent stuff. That they're throwing things out there to get the attention.
They're stirring the pot enough to make other teams say, well, maybe we need to. You know what? Let's call them.
Let's join in.
He had a 2-hour conversation with the Broncos. It worked.
Maybe that's what Ward's been doing. He's his agent.
Oh.
Wouldn't shock me. Erroneous. Wouldn't shock me.
Who is his agent? Imagine getting that call. Oh, one Mr. Jim Harbaugh wants representation. And they're like, for what?
Hey there, buddy. Do you drink a lot of milk? Click.
Chicken, pro or con?
What's your take on the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Great boat. It was a boat, right?
Do you have the Jameis Winston QB Club draft preview? Where he just completely goes haywire, yelling,
you like
do
sex,
you
don't
have a sex addiction?
What?
You never heard this?
If I did, I forgot about it.
Oh, we have that. I used to have it on my board, and then Jimmy got upset because I played it too much.